Albuquerque lawyers representing accused drunk drivers have a new tactic that seems to be working. It all has to do with those lapel cameras that police officers are supposed to be using. Here's News 13's Alex Tomlin. Alex?
Dick, we heard that DWI cases were being dropped because of APD's lapel cameras, so we did some digging. We've seen suspected drunk drivers on tape and all over the place.
Balance is hard when you're half deep.
President of the New Mexico Criminal Defense Lawyers Association, Osama Rashid.
Video very often makes or breaks a case.
Rashid has represented thousands of suspected drunk drivers and says good police lapel video of a driver clearly bombed usually leads to a quick outcome.
Most of the time, your client is embarrassed to have that shown in open court, and it would create a lot of plea agreements where otherwise there might be trials.
But we've learned APD officers aren't always turning on their cameras during DWI stops, and sometimes when they do, the videos are incomplete. News 13 requested lapel video from every DWI arrest made by APD over a single December weekend. Out of the 43 arrests, there were lapel recordings for 38 of those cases. But some of the videos look like this, where you can't see the driver performing the field tests.
1, 2.
Or where you can't see anything at all.
Look at your foot.
And even videos where you see the stop.
Okay, sit tight, I'll be right back, okay?
But the officer doesn't record the test. There were 12 cases with video like this. We took 5 of them to Rashid, APD DWI Commander Eric Garcia, anti-DWI advocate Linda Atkinson, and District Attorney Carrie Brandenburg.
If you just see darkness and hear voices, obviously that's going to cause anybody that's determining guilt or innocence in these cases to have a great concern.
Brandenburg disagrees.
Usually, our cases, be they in Metro or District Court, don't rely on one single piece of evidence to make or break it.
Brandenburg says the videos are supposed to be extra evidence for a judge or jury, but not a requirement.
It's kind of frightening when they do on a video, an entire video filmed from 6 different angles with appropriate lighting of every crime as it is occurring. That's not a burden that we can meet.
While it may not be a court requirement, DWI Commander Garcia confirmed it is a requirement for his officers to record their stops and the field test, but not to prove the DWI.
They're mostly designed to record the interactions with the public, to be sure the officers are acting appropriately, and to be sure if any use of force is necessary, that's documented on the lapel camera as well.
He says courts should rely on the officer's word.
It's what the officer sees at the scene, it's what the officer observes, it's what the officer hears. That should be taken into a higher account than just a videotape.
Oddly enough, most of the lapel videos like this were actually recorded by specialized DWI officers. Commander Garcia says officers should not have to go out of their way to record from head to toe.
I don't expect my officer to be tilting forward to do it.
It's wrong. It's just wrong.
Anti-DWI advocate Linda Atkinson says APD should expect attorneys to challenge a lack of video. And if the video helps the case, then do it right.
We don't save lives by letting our impaired drivers go.
Commander Garcia says cases have been thrown out because there was no video. The defense challenged no video should mean case dropped.
My DWI sergeant has given me a list of 10 cases that have been dismissed because of either they weren't able to get the video or no video existed. They have another 5 right now that there's motions to drop the case.
He says he's reprimanded officers for not turning on their lapel cameras at the beginning of the stop, allowing attorneys to challenge that driver shouldn't have been stopped in the first place. Rashid doesn't think the lack of video is always accidental.
I think that there is some resistance by officers to have visual recording and audio recording of everything that happens.
Commander Garcia says the idea that his officers are intentionally not recording field tests is absolutely false. In fact, there's already been a conviction in one case where there was no video. Dick?
Okay, Alex, APD says it's also ordering cameras with a wider view to help deal with this problem, but it's not clear when those cameras will arrive.